LLM stands for large language model. They're the chatbots you're seeing cropping up everywhere, such as ChatGPT, Copilot, and Gemini. They're what usually comes to mind when people say AI, although they're only one small part of what artificial intelligence is capable of. An LLM is exceptional for translating between humans and computers and back again. When given instructions or questions, they produce human-readable answers. These are not only text, but text-based content like web pages, dashboards, reports, and code. But they have flaws. They produce some interesting results, but when you look under the hood, they're just a very advanced form of autocomplete. They need to constantly be retold every piece of information. They don't learn or remember when in use. They frequently will ignore instruction. They don't understand in the way humans do, and they routinely hallucinate, making up information that sounds good but is completely wrong. For these reasons, along with issues of speed, security, safety, and performance, we don't believe any current gen models are ready to take control of a real-world automated process. So how can we use them in a process environment? To do exactly what they were designed to do, translate between users and machines. With AI chat, you can ask questions and get simple, clear answers. We're new to this steel-making blast furnace and we want to know how many stoves they have to heat up their air. Let's ask that exact question. How many stoves do we have? After a few moments where the AI checks the ARDI server, we have our answer. There are 3 stoves on this site. We have access to live data, so let's ask what some current values are. Let's try what is the temperature of these stoves. And after looking up the values, it's got our answer. But getting that answer takes a while. With high-speed data, it's already out of date by the time it arrives. So instead of asking for the current values, let's ask for a display with the prompt, make a live display of these temperatures. The AI creates a simple web page to show the animated live sensor values. Now we've got fresh data all the time, but it looks very basic, but that's easy to deal with. We can literally just ask, can you make it prettier? The AI writes some new code, making a much more attractive layout for our data. Let's add some logic. We want the temperature to be red when they're over 1100 degrees, otherwise they should be green. And if we wait for a moment, and it works. But what if we don't want a web page and instead want something we can send to people? We can also use an LLM to build reports. If we hit the run button, we can see the result. It's that easy to make a full-page report, and we can refine it by adding a maximum line and a calculation for how much time the system was stopped. We can see we were well under max speed, and the line stopped for 4% of the day. Now that we've built a report, we can use the report engine to make it available and publish it daily. So far, we've had to type questions, but this can be a little daunting for some people who can't think of the questions to ask. So we offer a web interface that lets you ask common questions about the assets that make up your system. To access it, simply open the dashboard of any ARDI asset and choose AI analysis. We hate vendor lock-ins, so we support a wide range of different AI providers. You can even run a local model and keep everything on site. And remember that AI doesn't stop with large language models. There's a huge amount you can do, including fault finding, modeling, prediction, and optimization using machine learning and AI solutions. They just don't involve large language models. But if you're interested in exploring either form of AI, please get in touch.